All right, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica. Today we are doing a update for my project 100 pan no buy. So for those of you who are new to this project, I'm basically trying to finish up 100 products that are in my super out of control inflated categories in my collection. So a lot of basically all my colored products, essentially like blush, bronzer, highlighter, eyeshadow, lipstick, and lip products. So yeah, that's where we're at. Last update, we had 28 products that we had finished. Oh, and also, yeah, using up 100, and then I can go ahead and buy one new thing from those inflated categories. So we kind of have something to look forward to. And also for those of you who don't know, this is years in the making. I am definitely in this project for the long haul, but it is just something that allows me to kind of have something to look forward to. So yeah, last update we had 28 empties. This update we have 30 updates. So the first thing that I finished up was a little eyeshadow in my IBY Beauty trio eyeshadow trio. So it was one eyeshadow that I finished up, and that's in my project Pan That palette. So that whole little trio is done. That was the last shade in that, so we got that done. So that was my 29th product. My other product that I finished up is actually the Tarte Color Wheel Blush in Icon. So it is right here. And there's a little bit of a spoiler alert, but we did already go ahead and finish this one. We now have officially finished this one, and we're moving on to another shade in this thing. So yeah, we're moving and grooving, which is really exciting. We have 2 more products down. We have finished 30 products, so that means we're 30% of the way there. Still a lot in terms of 70%, but that's still 30 products. Also, for those of you who are new, again, I count each individual product as a full product used up, even if it's in a palette, and I still have this palette around. Mainly because it just allows me to not ignore my palettes, because I know it's going to take forever to use up. I'm still counting it as a product because that is one whole pan out, even though obviously this whole product is still there. Many more, months, if not years left on this product. So yeah, but it's still a way to encourage everything. So that's exciting. Anyways, 30 down, we're excited. Let's go ahead and get into the rest of everything. So we have my Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer in light medium from Too Faced. We'll go ahead and do pictures from last month and this month. All right, so last month I think was one of the first months that I actually hit pan on it, or kind of. I think I also missed a month update, so the pan seemingly grew pretty fast, but also there's still so much more expansion now, and really I can really tell, I don't know if there's a way to get it, but it's pretty low dip down in there. So I think this will be pretty quick to move. In fact, it is kind of getting hard to pick up on my brush. So I might go ahead and I think there's a little bit of hard pan happening there. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of repress this at some point this upcoming month and see what happens. See if I can press things more into the middle of the pan and break up that hard pan a little bit, and yeah, kind of see what happens from there. But there we go. This one is very close, I think, to getting out of here. I don't think we'll be able to say that this is going to be finished up in December and before, the end of the year, but definitely close after for sure. Okay, next is my Laura Geller lip gloss in Honey Caramel. And I believe last time we were in this general area, and now we're down here. So there is a full finger tip of movement, which is great. I am still just using this every day. I really like it. As we're in the colder months and it's starting to get a little dry, if I remember to take this with me for my day, I am using it constantly to reapply and kind of help moisturize the lip and everything. So yeah, again, not going to finish before the end of the year at all, but the fingers crossed is we're going to finish it up in February timeframe, maybe March. We'll see how quickly we can use that up. Okay. And this was a spoiler that kind of already happened, but in the Tarte Color Wheel, I was using my highlighter in Crafty, and basically last time I said there was a lot of hard pan on it. I can't remember. I don't think there was pan hit, but essentially after I kind of scraped off that hard pan, a pan hit very quickly after, and it's grown exponentially, which is wild. I think that there is still like, I mean, look how much I don't know how I did it. I mean, I know I'm like really layering this kind of a lot because this is such like a soft highlight. It's like a gentle highlight versus like a striking highlight like I've been used to with the Becca highlighter. The Becca highlighter was like, you barely touched the thing and it was like, you know, blinding lights. And this is definitely like a subtle glow. So, and it's so hardly pressed in there that like I kind of have to scrub my brush a little bit to actually get anything on it. But that being said, there is still like a weird situation happening where I'm still like hardly getting that scratched up. Like I think there still might be hard pan, but we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I'm going to try to like give it a couple weeks. I'm not sure if it's like hard pan or if it's just how I'm actually having using it up with my brush or what, but I may be repressing this side as well just to press it into the middle because I think that that might help break that hard pan up. So for my Franken cream blush, I can't remember if last time I had already remixed the colors. I feel like I had, and it was like all the way to the top again, but you know, now we have like the color that I'm gonna be using for this, because last time I believe it was still like really close to my skin tone, which is beautiful. It was like a beautiful blush, but it was like also kind of like a barely there type of blush, and I just felt like I needed like a little something more happening. So yeah, I did end up adding a little bit of red to it just to deepen it out a little bit. And it is still like a beautiful, beautiful color. I love this mixture that I ended up with. And I don't think it was like filled. It was filled to the top, but there were definitely like air bubbles because I do just like mix it around and try to smush it in as best as I can with like the little tools that I have. But I mean, like the little mini spatulas and whatnot. But I mean, you know, I'm not doing it perfectly. I'm not melting it back down. So you can still see there's like air bubbles in there. But yeah, so this is where we're at. We're still working away at it. Excuse my like little writing ink thing. But yeah. Okay, so another really, really exciting thing that we have is my Laura Geller Easy Illuminating Stick in Diamond Dust. So this one we were actually measuring up on here. And as you can see, I did say done. I'm not taking it out of the project quite yet because like I did the last one, I kind of scraped because there's like a lot of product still in there. I kind of scraped some of it out. So in terms of measuring it on this paper here, we are done because there's nothing else to measure. It is flat topped, but I am able to kind of, you know, kind of dig my nail in and get some out. So again, we'll see how long I can do that for. We will see how long it lasts after, but that's where we're at. So, I mean, if anything is going to get finished next month, it would probably be this, but we'll see. Definitely in January, this will be finished, I think. So yay. Okay, speaking of my little paper, we have my MAC eyeliner in Hyacinth. It's a blue eyeliner, and the progress we've made is the green right there. So still quite a long time, a long ways of usage on it. And this is what we're looking at. This is how much we have. I mean, it's like such a small amount, but there's obviously, you can see like it's so much more obvious like on this big paper how much we still have left. I mean, again, at some point I am measuring it like from here. So at some point, like when we get down there, it's gonna be unusable, but still a very, very long way to go. All right, and then I have my lip liner in from ColourPop in Skimpy. And again, the green is the progress we've made. It's still quite a long ways to go. This is what we're looking at right now. And then I have my Tarte Lip Lingerie in the color Enticing. And this is like a lip crayon type. So scrolled all the way up, that's what we're looking at. I am trying to like still keep a point on it, so I am kind of using like the side a little bit, but yeah, it's a beautiful color. I really, really like this, and it's so thin on the lip, so I just feel like I like barely need anything on it. But yeah, this is the green that we're looking at right there. That's the amount of progress, so you know, very little progress. Okay, so now we're gonna go to my blush that I'm actually replacing Icon with. So I usually do the random number generator sort of thing, but this time around I did actually pick the blush, mainly because I was looking at the blushes in here and it looked like one was like starting to kind of like lift a little bit. So before there's any accidents, I want to try to like get that out because I think it's kind of like starting to, I just don't want it to fall out. I feel like maybe the pan's glue is starting to come out, or I don't know. So I'm going to try and work on this one, but it's basically Culture. It's this shade right here. It's got like a shimmer in it as well, which I really think will be great with the highlighters that I'm working on in here because they're not ultra glowy highlighters, specifically crafty. And then there's another highlighter, it's called Idol right here. So this will definitely be the next highlighter that I use once this one's done, just because I want to, you know, obviously I'm trying to like use this up. But yeah, I just feel like this like glowy blush, it's the only one in here that has any type of like glow or anything else, anything in it. So it's almost like a NARS Orgasm type blush, I believe. It has like a golden kind of reflect to it, but it's so beautiful. I love it. But yeah, it helps with like the glowiness, especially like this time of year where I feel like my skin is so dry this time of year. I'm sure everyone else feels the same way, but yeah, that's where we're at. I'm not going to do pictures until I start to have some sort of like wear and tear. I only just started using it like a day or two ago, so there's not like a huge wear and tear. There's still, you know, plenty of the imprint on there. And yeah, it's a really pretty color and I'm excited to use it. Okay, my last is going to be my Pigment in, I believe it's called Shanting, but it's kind of, it was like a sample thing that I'm not really 100% sure if that's the real title of it or name of it. But yeah, this is where we're at. I mean, no real movement. Still just working away on it and barely at that. You know, I'm like trying to incorporate it in every look, but incorporate it also just means like lining my bottom lash line with it. So that's like hardly any type of movement on it. But either way, it's there. It's getting worked on. It is consistently in my rotation of makeup. So that's exciting. That's good. We'll just have to wait and see whenever it magically disappears. So yeah, that's where we're at. In terms of next month, the only thing I could possibly think of is this Laura Geller illuminating stick, just depending on always depending on how much makeup I actually use in December, but then also, yeah, how much like I can actually dig up from this, and how quickly that goes. The next thing that I can think of is I do have my Pan That palette. I have one shade in here that's fairly close, but again, I don't know how close, and it's called Molasses Chip right here. You'll have heard of it whenever I talked about my Pan That palette, but I still don't think that that's going to be something that's going to be used up completely come next month. So I still think that's going to be in through the next year, but you know, you never know. So just putting it out there. There may be two, maybe one, we'll see, but I think most of this is going to have movement in the beginning of next year, so which is crazy to say. Another thing is just with this Laura Geller Easy Illuminating Stick, this is my last of the cream highlighters, so there's not going to be like a replacement product with this. However, I did go ahead and I think I told you all last time that I had a eyeshadow shade from my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette that I'm using for contour right now. So I think what I'll do, and it does have pan, which is exciting and cool. It is slow moving either way, but I think what I'll do is once this is gone, then I'll probably replace like this item that we talk about with that one, just so we can like keep watching it and, you know, the videos don't get too short as we start moving through some of these products. So that is it. That is everything. That's my project pan. In terms of my no buy side of things, the Sephora sale happened this month, but I just did replacements in terms of like skincare. And oh, I did buy a concealer. I think I said in my makeup inventory or makeup collection video that I had my concealer with me, but I was like, basically there's nothing in here. So I did buy that concealer, but again, that was like a one-to-one replacement. Yeah, that's all I did. There wasn't much anything else. I'm really excited and happy to like, I don't know, I've been doing this no buy for so many years, and the whole point of the no buy was to have like a quote unquote lifestyle change where I wasn't wanting makeup as much. I wasn't like, you know, yearning for it, and I'm not. So that's good. That the experiment has worked. It's definitely, we're still working away at all this stuff. And I'm not like itching to buy stuff like crazy. So that's great. I'm happy that I can go to a Sephora sale and not be like, oh, but I really want XYZ. I mean, every so often I'm like, oh, it'd be nice to do that. But again, it's just always thinking back to my collection of like, and if I just add it to my collection, it's just one more thing for me to like have to get to years down the line because I already have so many things to get through. So yeah, I kind of just look at no matter what, like even if I want things, I won't be able to actually like use them and enjoy them like how I would want to for years down the line because I just have so many things. So yeah, we're just working away through it, doing a good job at it, which is exciting. I know I also lean a lot on TikTok on the underconsumption core. Please, everyone, if you're on TikTok and you make videos, please keep making those underconsumption core videos because I love them so much. They make me so happy. Yeah, they're like legitimately the best because they're actually like realistic lifestyles that are just being like shared online, which I feel like doesn't happen often. And I love looking at like products and things that have been used and like have like wear and tear and everything because it just shows like that they're being used and they're like, I don't know, there's a human imprint on it rather than like it just being in this pristine looking shop essentially. So yeah, it just feels, it's really cool. I love doing that. So yeah, anytime I like, I mean, not even anytime I feel like an urge to shop, but like anytime I want to like feel good about myself or whatever, and feel less isolated by the internet and how I live, I head over to TikTok and search underconsumption core and just look at everyone else's stuff that looks just like mine. So it's exciting. It's nice. It's nice. But anyways, that's what's happening. And yeah, that's my no buy project pan. I hope you all enjoy. Let me know how your project pans are going. And yeah, we're getting into the holiday season. We're in it already. So happy holidays. And yeah, have a good day. Bye.